Did we watch the same shows?
Mm-hmm. We just have different brains.
Yeah, but yours must be broken.
I'm gonna force you to watch some Agatha all along this week for that.
Welcome.
Welcome to you, good sir.
No, welcome to you, Phebo.
To this
Episode.
October wrap-up of our TV shows that we watched. So, if you've never come to one of these wrap-ups before, we are going to be talking about 8 different TV shows that we watched just one episode of to decide if it's worth our time or not, because there is so much TV out there.
Question though, if this is your first time here, I mean, what have you been doing with your life?
Well, you know, that could take a long time.
You could.
Probably some pretty interesting things besides
I
this.
don't know. I mean, what are you climbing Mount Everest?
Probably
you're at the
they
top
are.
of Mount Everest. And there's no internet.
Probably.
I mean, come on.
So, we are your hosts, Zebadextra and Phebo.
Phebo.
We're going to be tier ranking these shows. So we're going to be choosing where they go on the list.
Okay.
Last month we greatly differed.
We did.
Usually we're a little bit more
I think we're aligned this
synced
month.
up. Okay.
Of course, I don't know. I at this point, I don't even remember what shows. You'll have to remind me what they were. And
Yeah.
then I can...
Should I let you pick first or do you want me to go first?
No, you go
Me
ahead.
first. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Ladies before gentlemen.
All right, so I'm going to talk about the Culinary Class Wars on Netflix.
Culinary Class.
We got Oliver onto this show, and then he's watched like the whole season, and we stopped at 1. So if you remember, we reviewed this show, Physical 100 on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Where it was a bunch of physically fit Asian sportsmen and women, and they competed in all these challenges.
Yeah.
This is like the same kind of format, except they are all in the culinary field. This looks like it's going to be pretty good. I think I'm going to enjoy it more than the Physical 100 because the cooking aspect is more interesting to me personally.
And the Physical 100, to be quite honest with you, was no bueno.
Why?
It was pretty bad.
Did you even watch it?
I watched some. I watched at least one episode.
Well,
of
I
it.
watched all the way till the end.
Yeah, and I played WoW right behind you while you watched that, and I went, oh.
There were some parts that got really slow because they were doing the same thing over and over, but
Over and over.
in any case, there's a huge group of chefs,
Yes.
and then there's like, it's supposed to be like a class separation because they have like the Michelin star chefs up on this high tier.
Yeah.
And 10 of the other people are going to make it to challenge the upper class people or something.
Right.
Not upper class, but you know.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, where do you put this, 1 through 8? Since you don't know the other shows right now, just be like towards the top or
I'm
towards the bottom?
gonna put it towards the middle.
Towards the middle?
I think, yeah.
Okay. I think that I actually really liked a lot of the shows we watched this time, so this one's going to be a little bit closer to the bottom for me.
Yeah, I might agree with you on that. I'll have to look at the list.
Yeah. Let's look and see what Tim's going to talk about.
Let's look at mine.
How about you take the top one, because I didn't want to talk about that one for you.
You don't want to talk about that?
You can go ahead, because you've watched the entire other show.
Well, I haven't, finished it.
Go ahead.
In fact...
You need to go watch some episodes?
No. After the main character in this show left that show, I kind of downdrafted. So the next one we're going to talk about is NCIS, The Origin Stories.
Which you can watch on Paramount. The other one, did I say, was on Netflix?
I don't know.
This was on Paramount. So what is it the origin of?
So it's Gibbs. Gibbs was the guy who Mark Harmon played Gibbs.
He's like the lead
in the NCIS, the original one.
Yeah.
And this is his backstory. So it's a young
Gibbs.
Jethro Gibbs,
Okay.
and he.
It's post his big life trauma that happened.
Yes.
Which we won't say, right? Because is that a spoiler for the other show?
I don't really know.
So anyway, that's kind of recently just happened to him.
Yeah.
And you haven't watched any more of these episodes because you've been waiting to film this.
I have not. And there's some really good ones on this list. I like this.
Yeah, me too. It follows the same kind of formula as the other one, right?
Does,
where they start with a murder and then they figure out who done it.
Yeah, and it was good. I think Gibbs was always my favorite character on the show.
Yeah. Not mine. The lady they killed off was my favorite.
Which one?
That's when I stopped watching the show.
I
don't want to say. Don't say.
The guy's wife?
No. Did you like the casting for young Gibbs?
I believe so, yes. It's been a while since we watched it. But as far as I remember, I didn't have any bones to pick with any of them.
Okay. So you're putting this towards the top or towards the bottom?
Definitely towards the top.
You should watch this show if...
You have two brain cells to rub together?
No, like, if you like this, you'll probably like this.
Oh, so if you liked NCIS, you like crime dramas, you like, what's the other one that we liked?
Bones?
Well, I was thinking The Mentalist, because there's a similar beginning story there. Similar.
Yeah, kind of.
And it's, a crime show.
Yeah.
So if you like the federal bureaucracy type crime shows, you'll like this one.
Okay. Next up, I'm going to talk about the 1% Club.
Oh.
This is our one game show we're going to talk about today.
It is.
This you can watch on Hulu. No, we liked this one.
It's horrible.
So this you can watch on Hulu.
Game show.
What's this main guy's name? Patton Oswalt, right?
Yes.
Not Shaquille. So he starts with a group of 100 people.
Yes.
And they ask a question, and it's multiple choice, right? And all they have to do is multiple choice, pick the right thing.
No, not all of them are multiple choice. Some of them you have to write in the answers.
Oh, that was the last one that was multiple choice.
But one of the things that was cool about this one was the way they did it. Like the questions get harder, and so like the final part of the show is they have to answer a question that only 1% of Americans can answer.
When they polled whatever their group was, it might have been 5 people, but
could have been.
So anyway, they're all in this big round, and as they answer, as they get it wrong, is it lit up or is their thing unlit?
It starts out lit and it goes up dark.
Okay. So it's slowly gleaning out the contestants until you're left with like 1 or 2 people. Yeah. And we thought it was good. It was funny. And the huge difference was that the host was great in this one. Yeah.
And to be, like, if you did not like the Shaquille O'Neal one that we talked about, was it last month? If you did not like that one, you'll probably like this one.
Yeah.
In fact,
if you like Jeopardy, if you like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you'll probably like the show.
I think, though, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is kind of the best analogy for it. But the thing about it is there's not just one person playing.
Right. So I was like, oh my gosh, they have to cast 100 people every episode? Yeah. So unlike The Floor, which it's in its second season now. So that one, they cast 100 people or so, but they keep them on for the whole season.
Yes.
Yeah, which we were going to watch more of that because we like that.
Yeah, but with this, I have very limited viewing time.
Okay, so I'm going to put that... I
would put it higher than the Culinary Class Wars.
Yeah, I think so. Well, actually, I don't know. Well, after one episode, I think I want to watch Culinary Class Wars more than this. Because I like cooking.
I do too.
So we'll differ on that. Okay?
Okay.
So kind of towards the bottom, but for me, this is below culinary, and for you, it's the opposite.
It's above.
Okay. So would you like to take this one?
I'll take whatever I want.
Would you like to take that one?
I mean, I guess.
Go for it.
All right. So the next one we're looking at is a Netflix show.
Yeah, and this is not the first season.
It is not the first season. In fact,
like season 8 or something.
It was like season 8. But Phoebe was like, "Oh my goodness, you're gonna love this show."
Yeah, I did.
And so we
without
checked
seeing
it out.
it at all.
Right. And it's called Rust to Riches.
It's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix. I did say that.
Sorry.
No worries. My brother restores cars and paints cars, and so I can see where she would think that that would draw me in a lot more than it did. Basically, it's kind of a misnomer in this season because they're like Rust to Riches, and they bought 2 Ferraris, and they were trying to do a McLaren, and I'm like, I don't know about you, but I don't classify those as rust.
I mean, they were restoring, was that like a jalopy or something? The one that was for the casino?
Well,
Not a jalopy, a roadster.
Yeah, it was a roadster, but
nothing was rusty.
it was completely clean when it came in. They just redid some of the stuff. So
I was imagining they were taking like old beat up cars and they were going to completely rip them out and then just build them up.
And that's what my brother does.
Right.
That's one of the things that he does.
But this was not that.
This was not that. And it kind of, I'll be honest with you, it was kind of boring.
It was boring.
Yeah.
It was very scripted, and so the people were just like reading what they did instead of just telling us what they did.
Yeah. And they had the one guy that just kept like throwing like weird little like cliches out there.
The main guy?
No, the guy in the background. Remember
the French guy, the British guy?
No, remember the guy on the dials?
Oh, that guy?
That guy kept
the
like
caveman or whatever?
Yeah, caveman kept saying like just really weird random stuff in the background.
Maybe
and I was like,
maybe if you've seen this show since the beginning, you guys are like, yeah, caveman. But
maybe,
we were like,
maybe I was like, what the F, caveman?
Yeah. So this one was not a.
No, this one. You know what?
This is a hard pass.
I'm actually gonna lock this one in at 8 because even the Culinary Class Wars was better than this.
Oh, so you didn't like Culinary Class Wars?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
Well, okay, so we're gonna agree on an 8 on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay, we agreed!
Woo!
Woo!
I'm gonna talk about Tracker from Hulu.
Tracker!
Because Stacey's been telling me for a year now to watch the show.
Yes, queen.
It's the guy from
Tracker.
Last of Us? No, not
No,
Last
Tracker.
of Us. No, stop it.
He was on Tracker.
I know, honey. It's the family drama where it has Mandy Moore and a bunch of people. They're like siblings. Hold on. You talk about it for a second. I'm going to look it up. Talk about Tracker for a second.
Tracker.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, Tracker was on Hulu. It's another one of those like kind of crime drama deals. Basically, this guy, he's a bounty hunter. So it's like watching...
Not really a bounty hunter.
Kind of a bounty hunter.
He's not going after the bad guy.
He literally calls himself a bounty hunter.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Because that's what he's doing. Like, he gets these bounties on these to rescue and find people, and then he goes and finds them.
Okay.
So if you like Dog, the Bounty Hunter...
Yeah, but he's not tracking after the bad guys. It's different. He's looking for the missing people.
I know, it's the same, yet different.
Okay.
So it's the same concept. Basically, there's a contract involved. He's looking for people. In this case, the episode we watched, he was looking for innocent people, not people who are wanted for misdeeds or crimes. But, yeah, he was actually looking for a little girl,
missing
right?
boy.
Was it a boy?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And this man was made famous on This Is Us.
This Is Us.
Not The Last of Us.
No, This Is Us.
This Is Us.
This Is Us.
But we were not in that show.
We weren't?
No. So anyway.
No wonder I ain't getting my royalty checks.
Okay. So I liked this. It was compelling enough for me to watch another episode. We did not because I save it till after we watch the show. But
and we never get back to it.
I think I'm going to put this in my number 3 spot.
Really? Because that's exactly where I was thinking.
Really?
I was.
I think you're going to say the NCIS is above this in the end. Okay, well, we have 2 more that I think you liked better.
Oh.
Well, I don't know for sure. Let's see what Tim wants to talk about next. So we're both going 3 for now.
So the next one, and is that Paramount as well? Mm-hmm. Okay. So
No, sorry, Peacock.
Peacock. So on Peacock, they have one that normally isn't my kind of cup of tea.
That's true. You don't watch doctor shows.
And it's called Brilliant. And it stars the bad guy from Heroes. I can't remember his name, but...
Zachary Quinto.
Yes, he also played Spock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he played Spock as well. This story is kind of interesting to me because he's a doctor that cannot see faces. Like he's had some trauma in his past, and he's brilliant as far as diagnosing and helping.
He's a neurologist, right?
Yeah, a neurologist. So he's like this genius at diagnosing those problems, but he has a specific problem himself where he can't see faces. So he calls everybody the same name.
He does?
Yeah.
What does he call them?
Oh, what was it?
Bubs?
Carla or...
Oh, he calls everybody by a specific woman's name?
Well, yeah, he can tell, like, the shapes, it's man or woman. So, like, all of the nurses around him, he calls them by a certain name because he can't... He doesn't know how to differentiate them.
Okay.
So, everybody thinks he's an a-hole, but this head of neurology
Sure.
at this hospital comes and she knows what his problem is and she wants him to come work for them because he gets fired from his first job in the show because of his issues, and it's really cool because like he kind of really connects with the patients, and
because he himself has some
issue
that's hard for people to figure out.
And for me, like having gone through some issues, like he reminds me of my heart doctor, where she's really like, let's do this, let's try this, because she was really empathic as well, and so is he in this movie towards the patients,
right? Not
towards the other people in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I really enjoyed this.
So where are you gonna put it?
I'm gonna put this as one of my top spots.
Number 2? Because you just gave number 3 to Tracker.
I did. We might have to bump Tracker down one.
Okay, so this is 3, Tracker's 4, maybe?
No, this is probably...
This is 1?
1. This is
Brilliant
1.
is 1.
This is actually 1. Yeah.
Wow, over NCIS.
Yeah, over NCIS.
Okay, good to know. Yeah. Not for me.
I would say this is 1, NCIS is 2, and the one you're about to talk about is 3.
Okay, because I was not about to talk about that. I was about to talk about No One Wants This on Netflix.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
So this one is my favorite one.
Wait, which one is this again?
This is the one with Kristen Bell, and it's a comedy. And she has
I laughed my butt off on this one.
So she has a blog with her sister where she goes on dates and then she talks about the messed up date.
Yeah.
But then her friend tries to set her up with somebody and she thinks it's another joke, and she ends up really getting along with this person. And he was from the OCs, Adam Brody. And they're just both very funny. Their chemistry is really good together. Yeah. The jokes, the writing is good, so I'm interested. I've heard
Kristen Bell is always really good. I find her funny in a lot of stuff. Like the one that she did where with Ted Danson. That one was hilarious.
It was very funny for 2 seasons.
Yes.
But so yeah, we really like this, and that is why I said I think you're going to be bumping stuff, because I had that at the top. I thought it was great writing, acting. I put it at the top. I've heard that they have a cliffhanger at the end of season 1 that's not the greatest, but I'm going to watch the whole thing.
I would probably agree with you there. I would put this in 2.
Okay, so Brilliant,
then this, then NCIS.
If I see you watching that NCIS before you watch Brilliant, I'm going to be like,
You probably won't.
Bro.
You probably won't. Like, I would say that NCIS is one kind of like Blacklist for me, where it's like a kind of a go-to where I would watch it if I didn't have anything else to do.
But Gibbs is like your favorite. You don't want to know more about it?
He is. I do and I don't. It's like sometimes when you learn too much about your heroes, you're kind of like, what the heck just happened, Mike Tyson? Why did I see you in your jockstrap?
Okay, got it. All right, so we know where we are at. We have one more to talk about. That's the one we just barely watched.
It is.
And we watched it on Apple Plus, and it's called...
Is it Shrinkage?
Shrinking.
Shrinking. I knew it was Shrink something. Sorry, I'm bad with names. This one was called Shrinking, and
it was also funny.
It was really funny. It was more of a dry funny though. It was kind of like a dry humor.
Because Harrison Ford is in it.
Yeah,
very dry.
Harrison Ford is really dry, and oh my goodness, I love Harrison Ford, and I love him in these kind of roles much better than I did in the last Indiana Jones one. Although I have to say that last Indiana Jones was one of my favorites.
Yeah, we liked it. The consensus of the United States population did not like that film. But I
thought it was like a graceful exit for him. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah.
In this, he plays. It doesn't really come out in the first episode.
We're not sure, but we think he's the dad.
We think he's the dad of
Jason Segel.
Jason
Segel.
Segel.
Yeah.
Segel.
We don't know.
Segel.
So anyway, they're both psychiatrists.
Yes.
At a firm together, or office together.
Yes.
But Jason Segel recently lost his wife and is having a major traumatic midlife crisis. He's not really sure what to do with his life right now.
And he's just like at the end of his wits. He's at the end of his rope. And, you know, they show it like with like a cascading different patients. I don't know why that word was so hard for me. But they show all these different patients like coming in, and he's just like going through the same thing.
So he's still treating patients, even though he's going through this crisis.
Yeah. And all the patients are like, oh my goodness, this is going on. And he's like, well, what have you done to fix it? Well, nothing. And finally he just gets fed up, and he decides to start making his patients fix their issues.
Right. So totally unethical, but that's not the point. The point of it is the humor and then like the human interest story. So to see where it's going to go.
Yeah. And I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this. This for me was top 3.
And it has a pretty solid bromance, we think. So we'll see where that goes. But I'm putting this in number 2.
See, I'm going brilliant. Then I'm going the worst of us. What is it?
No one wants this.
No one wants.
Or no one wants that.
No one wants this. No one wants that. No one wants this.
And then number 3.
And number 3, I'm gonna go shrinkage, shrinkle,
Shrinkadiggy-doo.
shrinkadingadidey,
Shrinking.
shrinking. Wow. Then NCIS, and then all the rest.
Yeah. No more rest or riches for you, huh?
Yeah. No, that's like so hardcore.
Wait, I think you put Tracker in 3, so that must mean Tracker's your 4?
Tracker's been bumped down.
Oh, to 5. Tracker's your 5.
Yeah, it's my 5.
I knew that was going to happen.
Actually, Tracker's got to be my 6, because 1%'s above that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see, when you said that was 3, I was like, I don't think so, babe.
Yeah. Well, I forgot all the ones that we had to review, and so...
See, we watched some good ones this time. Last time, Tim was like, I hate all of these shows.
I did. But this time, like, they were all... Except for Rust to Riches. Rust to...
and Culinary Wars.
Rust to Rags, and... What was the name of it?
Rust to Riches?
Rust to Riches and Culinary Wars.
Yeah, Rust to Riches.
Those were my 2 least favorite. You could skip those and not feel like you've missed anything in life.
You know, that car show, though, if it really has had 8 seasons... They must have a hardcore fan base. Like, we watched one episode and we were like, oh.
So, I wonder, and
It's only had 2 seasons. You go ahead. I'm gonna look it up.
did. It had like 8 seasons, I thought.
I'm gonna look it up.
But my thing is maybe when they first started, it was a rust to riches kind of thing. But now they're a little more upscale, and so they're doing the, like the higher end cars.
See, look at this car in the very beginning.
Hold on, I need my eyeballs on.
That fits with the show's name. Yeah.
So jumping
maybe we
into
should have started
season,
with season 1.
jumping into season 6 was probably not the best way to go.
Yeah,
about
whoopsie.
That, but,
I saw shiny things and I was like, oh, these candy-colored cars look kind of fun.
Ooh, caveman.
No.
No.
All right, friend. Well, thank you for watching these shows with me. I know it's not.
He didn't
your
tell
fave,
me your list.
Well, I already told them because I put it on the screen.
Did we watch the same shows?
Mm-hmm. We just have different brains.
Yeah, but yours must be broken.
I'm going to force you to watch some Agatha All Along this week for that. I haven't watched any more of it, but I need to. Okay, so that's going to be it. We will see you back in another month, probably with more TV. Yeah. Well, maybe. We have a lot of Christmas movies that we're watching with our kids right now. Yeah, Dad's Space. Yeah.
We're doing a Christmas marathon, so...
Joy rewatched that movie today.
Which one?
The one we watched last night.
Really?
She watched it again today.
Oh my goodness.
I know. She really liked it. She was like, I love how they're just like running around everywhere trying to find it. And I was like,
wow, okay. I wonder if she would like Four Christmases or...
Maybe.
Something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys back in a month for another one of these. I think that's going to be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. High five.
Woohoo!
I was literally trying to kiss your hand.
And I start
and you're like wrestling me, and then you let go, and I almost smashed myself in the face.
Don't break your beautiful teeth. Thank you, sir.
I know, I paid a lot for them.
That's like that episode of Impractical Jokers where he's supposed to like princess kiss somebody's hand, and the guy's like, what the?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was.
All right. Well, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah. Peace.
Bye.